Hello everybody, Deadman's Macaroni here. Get your macaroni ready because this is part 2 of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer. Uh, so yeah. Last time when we left off we were just kinda picking up overworld stuff for the most part. And I think that's largely gonna be this episode as well. So yeah, this is open, so we don't need the letter at all for anything I can think of. I don't really know if there's much point to going up here because we don't have bombs, we don't have Soraya's song. The only thing I can think of that we can do is try to backflip down on top of the Dodongo's cavern entrance to get that item, but that's just a silver rupee. So, I mean, we still need it, I guess. But actually, since it's nighttime, that was really why I wanted to come in here, was to make it change to nighttime so that we could come back down here and see what all these Skulatolas are. It may just come to a point where I have to buy some bomb chews, but I don't know if I can buy bomb chews because I set it up to where there will be a bomb chew bag. And ooh, that's something. I guess we could become an adult. That's always an option. We're out of sticks now though, so that's I don't know how we're gonna kill the rest of these Skulatolas. I didn't really think about that. I was gonna say we could go up here, but there's a Skulatola on there, so we can't do that. Well, crap. That kind of puts a hindrance on this. Shoot, yeah. I don't really know what else to do then, other than maybe come up here. We can check what's in the chest that normally has the Hyrule shield. And I guess if Dompe's out, we could try to play the game, but it doesn't look like he is. I always forget exactly how to make him appear. You have to come in at a certain time of night, I think. Something along those lines. Alright, what do we got? A green rupee. Perfect. Just what I wanted. We're gonna have to plant almost all of these beans because there's a lot of beans that lead to just freestanding rupees and stuff, so there's that. Yeah, I don't think we can really do much else here. We don't have Sun Song. We can't even get into the Sun Song grave because we don't have Zelda's Lullaby. I might have made this a bit too randomized for my own good, I'm not gonna lie. Shoot, what else can we do? We can, man, it's really, we just need to go and get more sticks, I guess. I should have probably bought more than 3. And then we can come back here, check these Skulatolas. We could go to the desert and see what's behind the waterfall and what's in the crate, but that's a lot of looping around. I just want to make sure we get all of these kid things out of the way while we're a kid before we become an adult, because then otherwise we're just going back and forth. So I mean, shoot, I guess it's gonna be faster to just go to the forest first, buy sticks, come back, do the Skulatolas, and then go to the desert and get all the rest of that stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, gives us something to spend our rupees on, I guess. Oh, narrowly missed that one. Narrowly dodged, I guess I should say. Hate to be buying sticks, but I don't really know how else we're gonna get them at the moment, so is what it is. If they have Deku nuts, we could maybe either buy some, or we could go and kill some of those flower things and get some that way, and then that would give us the ability to do some scrubs, which would be helpful. Yeah, we're just gonna buy like a crap ton of them. Alright. Well, I can't buy it, so every time, I'm gonna do that every time. I'm really tempted to see if I can buy bomb shoes or not, but I've actually got a seed of this going right now that's a lot less randomized, and it gave me the bomb shoe bag like right off the bat almost, but I have yet to find, these guys are just gonna drop sticks, I think. I have yet to find actual bombs, and I have beaten everything but the Shadow Temple and the Light Temple and then Ganon's Tower, and I have yet to find bombs. Got about everything else, but it just does not want to give me bombs. We'll get a few more. Come on. You kill them when they're like that, they'll drop a stick. If you didn't know, he probably did. Okay, or he can just keep... You know what? Forget it. We got enough. Because I'm just wasting all my sticks now. Alright. Actually, now that we have Deku Nuts, we probably could get further into that dungeon, but... Oh well. I'm probably going to regret that, but... Another episode, perhaps. Although, now that I think about it, since we have the ocarina... Why couldn't we just go and get Soraya's song or see what she has? I'm pretty sure that we could. Let's see what this thing has to say. They say that a like and Ganon Shadow Trial guards arrows 30 pieces. Okay. Good to know. Very useful information there. This way I don't think is going to lead to any... Or wait, no, that's literally the way I need to go. What am I thinking? We need Soraya's song to do that. Oh, I'm going to need bugs too, because I'm going to have to check all 10 Skolatolas in the soft soil. I'm so used to not having to do all this stuff. Say that a gold Skolatola token can be found at Zora's Fountain. Well, no kidding. Probably not in the same place that it normally would be, though. Alright. Oh, we don't have enough... Ah, man. So unorganized. Well, this is just going to be the crapshoot episode, I guess, where nothing gets accomplished. That's okay. Like I said, if this ends up being 50 to 100 parts, you know, I'm not really that worried about it. If that's boring, well, so be it. This we can get, and it's a lot less than it was in the vanilla game. A lot less annoying, so we'll just go. Really? We'll just go ahead and do it. This is probably one of the most obnoxious little side errands you can do in the vanilla game, just because of how long it actually ends up taking. Like that one. Now it's so short that it's like a joke, but I wonder if all of these count. They probably do count as freestanding rupees because they're technically visible, or they would be if the grass wasn't there. So gotta check them. That's gonna get really confusing. There's gonna be some stuff that we miss because of that watch that I'm just not, because I either don't know that the rupee's there or I just never bother to get it, so I don't think about it. It's definitely gonna happen. That's not the right way, I don't think. I think it's straight here. Yes, it is. And then... is that the end? No, it's this way. And then I think this is in fact the end. My volume is kind of low, so I can't really hear the music all that well. Alright. Oh, really? Come on. Really? There we go. Man. And of course we're gonna have to end up coming back here because I don't have bombs to check that grotto. I don't even have a shield. Oh well, we'll just tank it all. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. Hopefully we won't die. We might die. There is a fairy fountain though shortly after we get to the end of this, so hopefully we'll be alright. Also, I believe there's freestanding rupees in those grass clusters that we probably should have been checking as we went there, but what are you gonna do now, right? Alright, I think that was the pickup. I'm fairly certain. I'm gonna do that every time. Yeah, that was the pickup. Alright. Well. Say that the Deku Tree hoards a silver rupee for Ganon's castle. So we definitely will need to go in there. Unless that might actually be the one that we already picked up. Because I think we picked one up when we were in there. Alright. We are in desperate need of one of these fairies. Wish I had a bottle, but I don't. Alright. What an absolute just crapshoot of an episode. We can at least see what these guys have to say. Say that Kakariko Village is on the way of the hero. Well, alright, that sure is useful, you know. Sure is useful to know. Say that the Lost Woods is on the way of the hero. Meaning that there should be stuff in both of those areas that we sort of need to beat the game, I believe. Just gonna check these clusters because, like I said, I'm not sure if it counts those as freestanding. I would think that it does though, because technically if the grass weren't there they would be visible. So that's where I'm like, I would think that that counts as freestanding, especially since we found stuff in those grass clusters right at the start of the game. So not 100% sure if that's actually accurate though, because I would think if it were, we would have found something other than rupees by now, but alright. That's enough messing around. I think we got them all. So now we just have to find the exit now that I'm nice and turned around. Haven't actually gotten lost in here in a long time. Alright, there it is. Well, joy. That was an absolute waste of time. Where to now? Hold on. I'm gonna buy a few more sticks before we leave just because it seems like I should. We've got the money for 4 more. Only makes sense because we're gonna end up needing them. Every time. Every time. Also, if you ever notice that it seems like I go into first person for no particular reason, because particularly when I try to use the down item, the controller wants to, when the joystick comes back up, it wants to throw me into first person for some reason. I don't know if it's something to do with my controller or if it's just that the joysticks on PlayStation controllers aren't quite as tight as the GameCube ones, so it doesn't register it, I guess. I don't know. I guess N64 would be the more appropriate word, but I grew up playing this on GameCube, so I think of it as a GameCube game, even though it's definitely not necessarily, but I'm just hyped to be able to play this finally, because I've been watching people play this for so long. It's nice to actually have access to it now. I just haven't had a proper laptop or computer or anything, so now I finally do. This is one of the first things I got. Where is the sun? There it is. We want it to be nighttime. Ah, it's nice and blinding. I don't know if that actually works on the sun. I think it might only be the moon, because that doesn't appear to be moving any faster. But maybe it is, I don't know. See, like that. I flicked down to go out of first person, and then it forced me into first person. Nope, there's a heart. Oh, 3 hearts, alright. I'm good with that. Come on. Any day now. Did they like shorten the night cycle and lengthen the day one? Because I remember as a kid it always seemed like nights were a little bit longer than they are on this now, which is kind of weird, but I can see why they would do that. There's definitely a lot more to do during the day, but particularly for times like this when you're actively waiting for it to be night, it can be a little annoying. Alright, I'm gonna get these Skeletolas and probably call that an episode, even though we did nothing. We don't even have the freaking the slingshot to get the one up on that ladder. So that's unfortunate. Forest Temple boss key, okay. Well, that's making me think that maybe it wants us to become an adult, because recovery heart, joy, just joy. There's another one up here. Because if it's not wanting us to become an adult, I almost don't know what it wants us to do at this point. We haven't done the chickens yet. I forgot about that. I guess that's another thing we could do. But maybe we'll save that for the next episode. Yeah, I think we will. Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. Sorry it was a absolute waste of an episode, but it is what it is. So we'll see you all next time. See you then.